Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org, excuse me, coming to you this Thursday morning, February 3rd. We are looking at Window Traders Market Profile of SPY IWMN Triple Qs. A lot going on this morning. Facebook down 22%. Came out after the close last night, dragged, obviously, the Triple Qs way lower, dragged all of us lower. We have the ECB that has a press conference this morning from 8:30 to 9:30 Eastern Time. I want to point something out very important, because even though I have all three of these indices up, they all trade separately. And if you're trading ES and SPY, I advise you not to look just at Triple Qs, what they're doing. Even though, right, we came down in sympathy with Facebook and stuff, and I know a big part of the index is a lot of the tech stocks. Look at the differences right now. Okay, to put it into context, look where Triple Qs are. They're looking to gap lower right now by $3. Now again, there's 75 minutes to go prior to the opening, but they're looking to gap lower by $3. They're way below their POC from the first and their afternoon pullback. Now let's put it into context where we are. We're right at yesterday's low. So as of right now, we might not be gapping lower. We're even above the price probe from the first and our single print. So we're in the upper distribution from the first. Remember, Triple Qs never had a double distribution day. They didn't have single prints. Okay, big differences. Now, obviously, if we get accepted into and below the price probe from the first, odds are we could fill those single prints. And in any acceptance below A's high, where change took place, you will go and trade our 11-wide POC. And we have an afternoon pullback low in G. But I just want you to see and understand the differences, that just because Qs are down here doesn't mean SPY is going to go down here. Very important. Russell obviously having their own issues, since the last 2 months. Now, as far as destinations, overnight high right now is 457.54. Overnight low is 451.59. If we do gap lower, yesterday's low of 453.05 would be your upside destination if we gap lower. Remember, there wasn't a lot to lean on here yesterday. We said that, right? After M poked its head above L and then quickly retraced, we only ended 8 wide. So, and J was the afternoon pullback. So it's going to be interesting. If buyers are able to get back into and stay inside yesterday's range and back into value, again, we'll see if they could climb. If not, we'll see how much sellers, what kind of damage they want to do between the price probe, the single prints from the first. So what is the game plan? Well, again, in the next 75 minutes, if we gap lower, there's going to be a lot of forces in play here. If we're gapping right against the base of the price probe, do I want to take a short? Not necessarily. Right? Same thing. If we gap into the single prints, I don't know if I want to take a short, especially since the gap would be bigger. So those are all things to keep an eye on. In fact, I wouldn't take a long, I don't think, against the price probe, but I would certainly take a long the first time against where change took place, which is A's high here from yesterday. On the flip side, if we don't gap and we attempt to push up and we fail at value low from yesterday and we start to roll over, well, then I probably would take a put play to take out yesterday's low, put the daily back into balance, and then go at least test the base of the price probe and see if we get towards the singles. Again, all really early plays. You'll be getting these up to the second updates as the market's evolving in CamelbackTrading.org's voice trading room. Now, as far as Triple Qs, that's a pretty large gap. I don't like taking a put play or a call play when the gaps are $3 or so. I like the gap to be $1 at best. So I don't know if I would take a put play down here. In fact, we're coming into balance. It's basically a 3-day balance. You might even take a call play the first time against the first low. Why? Because you have that as the bottom of a 3-day balance, and you have the afternoon pullback from the 31st to lean on. So you could take that as a responsive buy the first time it gets down there. And the acceptance below, I'd be out. And then you see what happens at the single prints from the 31st. But that might be a responsive buy. On the flip side, if you push up and the gap's only a $1.25, I would be looking to take a short play with the lower value and the gap. Russell right now just languishing inside of yesterday. So again, all early plays. And then, just going to show you quickly on the chart on SPY. Right now, we're looking to take out yesterday's low, possibly. Right? We're still one time framing up. Right now, we're hanging right around yesterday's low. And we're just below the 20-day moving average. So we're still hanging around there. If we don't take out yesterday's low, the market is still on the daily up, even though you could possibly have an inside day. If we take out yesterday's low, we come into a 3-day balance, and then it looks like we're going to battle between the 20 and possibly the 200-day moving average. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.